Oh boy, guys, today I'm gonna be spawning Slender Man. This is my sacrifice to Slender. Slender Man. Slender Man. Slender Man!
Hi, I'm Slender Man.
Oh my god, it's Slender Man! Oh shit, it's Slender Man!
No, don't worry. I'm not as boring or untrue as I am in the Slender Man movie.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Hey guys, guess what? Secret Passes Productions is now being shot in 4K! Yay! It should be noted that I didn't download the movie in 4K. Only these live action segments will be in 4K, but... Shut up. On top of that, I don't know how 4K it's gonna be after I crop out this, but... Shut up, why do you keep talking? On top of that, this is the first video in, I wanna say, 3 months? That doesn't overly rely on live action segments, but...
Here we have Chair in 4K.
Cat in 4K. Hey, stay there. Cat in 4K. Microphone in 4K, which is incompatible with this phone, therefore I'm taking it back after this episode. 4K is in 4K. Thank God this isn't a 3K video. Piece of shit in 4K. On a 1080p monitor. Yes, I'm reviewing the Slender Man movie, which I guess is pretty stupid because it's after Halloween and it's going to be taken down in 2 hectoseconds because Sony. And nobody really cares about this movie, but why do you keep talking? But gosh golly gee, this movie sure does suck horseballs, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Slender Man released to a lukewarm, polarizing 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now I know Rotten Tomatoes isn't the end-all be-all of good or bad movies. I mean, there's plenty of good movies that have bad Rotten Tomatoes scores. But if your Rotten Tomatoes score is below King's, you're in trouble. This movie was produced by a company called Screen Gems, who just 14 days later released a film called Searching, a much better film that is much scarier despite the fact that it's a thriller, and come on guys, you have really no excuse for this.
The film starts out with a couple of teenagers watching the YouTube masterpiece, Cat is Doing Dance Twerk. Yeah, make sure you don't click off and go to that one. It should be noted yet again that this film was released in 2018. To the film's credit, as far as recreations of YouTube for use in films goes, this one isn't that bad, especially since you're just supposed to see it at a glance. Anyway, they talk about demons and stuff because BOO! And some kids are talking about summoning Slenderman, and of course the main characters make the right decision and not summon him, because they have better things to do with their time. Nah, I fucking wish. They find out how to do it, and it takes them to this creepy B-roll of stock footage. The shtick is, you're supposed to close your eyes, listen for the bell sound effect lifted from freesoundeffects.com, and then say Slenderman 3 times and not open your eyes till it's over.
Can we do something else? Let's watch a movie.
Let's watch Slenderman. Get the fuck out! The next day, they take a high school field trip to a fucking graveyard. You know, the classic field trip location that you should definitely bring a bunch of stupid teenagers to. Yeah, something weird comes over Katie and causes her to stare into the woods. Her friends, like all good friends, ask if she's okay, she says yes, and they leave her behind in the dust. Let me take a minute to clarify that we're 13 minutes into the movie. I'm not cutting a lot of fat here. Most horror movies are at least a bit slower paced to, you know, build tension, but nope, not Slenderman. If pictures of a snazzy looking faceless tall guy doesn't make you shit your pants, there's no point in watching this. Katie ends up disappearing, I have no idea why, she had such great friends, and everybody's sad and stuff. Almost like the movie Searching, which, like I said, was released 14 days after by the same company. I know this is a horror movie and it's allowed to take certain liberties in the realism department, but come on, no teenager has a Sony phone, you're just pushing it now. Katie is nowhere to be found, and one day her dad, who's a drunk by the way, it has no significance after this part, breaks into Haley's house asking where her daughter is, even going as far as to trying to attack her, which is kind of like a scene in the movie Searching, which was released 14 days later by... You know what? Just watch Searching, it's better than this shit. The three amigos decide to get to the bottom of this because they feel like it or something. They decide the best course of action is to break into Katie's house to look for clues. They find that the police took a laptop, but not the demonic drawings. And apparently Katie keeps a Chromebook in her closet, just in case she has to advance the plot. To Katie's credit, she does have Windows 10 on her Chromebook apparently, which is a kind of complicated process. Good for you, Katie. You know, you got caught by Slenderman and you're kind of an idiot, but you know how to install Windows 10 on your Chromebook, and I respect you for that. That, or the filmmakers were just too stupid to realize that this was a Chromebook, but I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt for once. In this magical Chromebook, there are a lot of video files of Slenderman that could no way, no how be fake. I mean, do you really think you can just edit this slowdown in? Nah, man, that's some Slenderman shit right there. There's also someone named AlleyCat93 that's guiding Katie on her wonderful Slenderman story. She's also very non-decrypt, of course. I'm really not nitpicking this film to its full potential, this video would get boring, but it should be noted that there are no files in any of these folders, and the movie list thing isn't even a text document. Come on guys, you did so well with the fake YouTube skin.
This is gonna sound crazy, but Alley Cat said we can unveil ourselves.
Oh no.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story.
Guys, the police have no leads.
Hey, wouldn't it be just a gosh darn shame if you were to, I don't know, tell the police about AlleyCat93? It would? Oh, okay, you don't have to do that. I guess it's just too easy. The gang goes out at 3 a.m. to call Slenderman Gone Wrong Gone Sexual Cops Called, and this time instead of watching the video, they have to give him something they love that's irreplaceable for some reason. The one girl gives old Slendy a shitty cup, the other gives her a cloth, and the other one gives him a picture. Nope, yeah, no way you could ever just copy this picture. No way, no how. No way you could ever just take your phone out right now and take a picture of it. Maybe Sony phones don't have cameras. If Slenderman doesn't show up, let's blame this girl. The rest of it's pretty much the same. Close your eyes, bell sound effect, the works. And you know what the fucking picture girl does? She opens her goddamn motherfucking eyes. These fucking thoughts.
For the mothers that really do love them, please pray for the
Goddamn stupid ass thoughts. Oh yeah, and Chloe is haunted by Slenderman now, but it's okay, natural selection. She then gets a video call from Obama, and he's walking towards her house. Let's play a game called Get the Fuck Out of There. Oops, you lose. There's a lot of things coming up that have no relevance to the rest of the story, so I'm just gonna skip some of it. So if I seem like I'm skipping around, it's because I am. Gwen decides to go to the library to pick up a book that would help her with Slenderman, but Slenderman chases her down the hall and, oh, spooky. It ends up giving her a massive glow up. She eventually comes to and knocks down a cart of library books, and get this, she doesn't pick it up. Fuck you, Ren. I hope they feed you to the wolves. Gwen then shows Haley what she finds, and she fucking drew in a library book? God damn, she's out of control! I haven't been mentioning this a lot, but this movie does have some cool shots. Here's one right now. Let's see what they do with it.
Inflation and suicide and non-specific dissolution. They just disappear.
You know what? Anyway, Haley's little sister has a panic attack or something, and she starts talking about Slenderman. Oh no. It turns out that Ren actually introduced her to Slenderman, which is the least of her sins at this point. And Haley's like, oh my god, what have you done? And Wen's all like, I have no common courtesy for the public library system. And Slenderman comes in and is like, you know what? Fuck her. No one will miss her. No one loved her. She had no real friends. All she did was get sick kicks by defacing books paid for by taxpayer dollars. Haley gets freaked out and runs into the woods, and Slenderman's a tree, and she becomes a tree, and they all get a little closer to nature. The end. Slenderman is a cut and dry, bad movie. I saw this film originally in a theater filled with teenagers, aka the easiest people in the world to scare, and they were laughing their asses off the whole time. And you know what? They should be laughing.
because this movie is a joke. Now, to the film's, or I should say the writer's credit, Sony did force a PG-13 on the film, which did cause massive rewrites and even total removals of big major scenes, which we might never get on DVD because it's Slender Man, who fucking cares? But it's still a shame. Maybe if Sony didn't finesse the hell out of this one, it would have been passable. Now, I know there's a controversy with this movie that's kind of dead because the movie's dead, but the controversy that this film is banking off the victims of the Slender Man stab. You know, the girl who stabbed the girl because Slender Man told her so. And I really just don't agree with this. I really don't think Sony was trying to cash in on that tragedy. I mean, in the marketing material and in the film itself, it never tries to manipulate people using the tragedy into thinking it's something that's not, or thinking it's a better movie. I think the movie 9/11, starring Charlie Sheen, yes, that exists, is more offensive because it actually uses the tragedy and its victims to beef up box office numbers, which it failed at, but, you know. I do recommend this movie for the so bad it's good crowd, though, because it's good for at least one watch. You can nitpick the hell out of it, and you'll probably have a good time. But if you want an actually good horror movie, well, there's a film that was released 14 days later, and it's a thriller, but it's better than this.
Hello guys, I know how I was talking about how this was my first 4K video, but it might be the last. Not because I'm taking back the phone. I actually am doing that, that wasn't a joke. I do have to do that for multiple reasons actually. But I am taking back the phone, but I am getting a different one that is also in 4K. It's a later model, which fixes all the problems this one has. So I am doing that, and it's not because of that. It's because I never want to have to work with 4K video again. I'm gonna have to. I am getting this because I'm gonna need to shoot in 4K for something else, but something outside of YouTube. But yeah, this was a nightmare, and I'm not gonna explain all of it. It would take too long. It would take like 10 minutes to do, and that would be paraphrasing. So yeah, it would take way too long. But yeah, thanks for watching. The next video should be maybe in 1440p. I'm gonna try that, but I'm glad I got this over with. I know all the problems with 4K now, and oh boy, there was a lot. But yeah, expect the next video to be in 1440p unless I find a big fix to all of my problems, which I doubt, but you know, fingers crossed. But yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.